But what we're looking for today is PowerPoint, which is right there. So you click on it once, and here it opens up PowerPoint for you. Like all the other ones that I've demonstrated, the Excel and the Word and so on, you do have templates that are pre-made, and you can click here and see a lot of different templates that are available. I prefer in PowerPoint to use a blank presentation and start from scratch. I just found that over the years this worked better for me that way. So let's click on that once. And here it opens it up. Now the first thing that you see here is a slide right here. It's set up a certain way so you can, it kind of assumes of what you're going to do, add a title and a subtitle. You can use this, or you can just put in a new slide that's a blank and do your own. But let me get myself out of the way here, show you what's on the side. And what you have here are several different suggestions from Microsoft where they have things available for you. So you can use one of their pre-made ones here. Let me just click on one to demonstrate. Let's say we're going to try this one. So you click on that, and that becomes your slide right there. It's very simple. You see here where it says click to title, to add a title. Just click on it right there. And it starts blinking. It's going to automatically give it the size and so on of the predetermined look that this title slides provides for you. So I can just start typing here, demo for class. And I click on the one right underneath it. And I can put a subtitle, and I can put basics of PowerPoint. Okay, so I click away from it, and that's what that slide looks like. It's a good time to point out something here. When you have text blocks like this or this, if I click on it again, you see how it appears there. I can actually control the size of that block with the little arrows that appear. I can also, when this cross appears, I can move that box around. So you can kind of control some of the things here. Let's say I wanted this higher here. So I'm going to click on that and make the bottom part shorter, and you see how it moves it up for me. Again, if the cross appears on it, I can move it up and down. So those are text blocks that you can insert. If I wanted to insert another text block, I could go right here to insert. And here it is. There's a text box. Under insert, you can also insert your own pictures. You can insert tables. You can put in a footer. You can insert audio. If you have an audio file, let's say an MP3 file that you've downloaded, and you want to add background music to your presentation, you can do that. I'll show you too how you can record sound over this with your microphone to narrate your slideshow. But one thing you're going to see just about everywhere, no matter where you are, is the ability to create a new slide. And what PowerPoint is a series of slides. So I am going to tell it to create a new slide. and it's going to ask me what kind of slide that I want. And you see here it has a lot of different layouts, title only, little boxes where you can have pictures and insert text on the side and so on. But I'm just going to do a blank and hit the add slide right here. I'm going to do the blank and add the slide. Now you see, since I picked a theme in the beginning, it is applying that theme, that look, to everything here. So you can do several things here. You can change this and so on. But I am going to get out of this, start it again. Okay. I can add, for example, stock pictures to that Microsoft has. And here's some different groups that can be added. I'm going to try people. And there are different groups of people. So if I want to insert this one, I click on it. And it puts it right into my presentation. Again, I can change the size of it. You can do it here from the corner. It keeps the perspective. When the crosshairs appears on it, I can move it. And that's one of the features you can add. I mean, there's so many things here that you can insert. Let's say I want to insert another picture. I'm going to try to insert a picture from my computer here. And I created on my desktop a little folder today for my PowerPoint. Let me try to see if it'll put this penguin in. Okay, so I added a picture from my computer. I don't want it there. I want it here. And it's a good time here now to demonstrate another little feature. I have the picture chosen right there. And I am going to go to design right here. No, I'm not going to go to design. I'm going to go to animation, I'm sorry, right there. And I'm going to click on animations. And if you click on the little arrow right next to animations right here, I am going to have it, you can have it fade in and out, so on. You can have it exit. But I am going to do fly in right there. And this is a fun one. Click on fly in. And then I have fly in right here now, up here as you can see it. Now I'm going to go to the effect options. Click on the little arrow down. And I want this penguin to come in from the right hand side across. So I'm going to click right here from the right. And that's going to give that an animation. Okay. Let me go back to the home screen and insert another slide. And I'm going to demonstrate one of these with the little boxes. 2-box content, add a slide. And again, here I could type the title at the top if I want to. But I want to demonstrate these little boxes here. You can click right here to add text. Or you can go down here and you see the symbols here. That lets me insert a table right there. Or smart art. Let me demonstrate smart art right there. You can see the arrangement here. But I'm going to undo that. By the way, if you do something you don't want to keep, right there is the undo button. So I'm going to click on that. Here I can insert a picture, for example. Here's an easy one. And I'm going to insert this picture. And here For example, if I wanted to type a description of that picture, I can just type normally. Of course, you can highlight the text and choose, like in the word processor, you can choose your size of your font. You can make it bold. You can make it bigger by clicking these little up and down, bigger and small. You can highlight it. So you can do a lot of things here. If there ever was a program that the best way to learn it is to play with it, this is it. Like I always tell you, you're not going to hurt anything and you're going to have a lot of fun. And just try creating different presentations. How I like to work, like you saw, I like to create a folder. Usually just put it on my desktop. And I put all the pictures in there that I'm going to use. You can also put in text documents with pieces of text that you want to use, and so on. This can get really intricate. I've seen people, I saw a lady once who created a family history one by scanning all her old photos and creating a family history for her grandkids. And I thought it was quite amazing, quite well done. She narrated it. So here we have 3 little slides. So with a little bit of animation, let's add one more slide. Go to new slide. I'm going to do a blank one and add the slide. And here I want to, let me see if I can change the background. I'm going to go to design. I'm going to go to background right here. Here you can give it a solid fill color. You can pick the colors here. Or we can do a picture from a file. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try the cityscape right here. And there it is. It put in a little cityscape for me. Now, I want a car going across this as an animation. So I am going to go to Insert. And I'm going to go to Picture. I'm going to tell it it's on my computer, this device. And I'm going to choose this car right here. And I'm going to move, it's about the right size. And I'm going to put it all the way on this end right here. And there's a reason I'm doing that. And now I'm going to, it's still got the little dots around it, so that's the item that I'm working on. And I'm going to go to Animations again. Click on Animation. I'm going to do that fly-in effect. And I'm going to want it this time to come in from the left. Right here. From the left. And I'm going to click away from all that. And now you want to see how this is going to look if you're doing an actual presentation. That's where the next item comes in. Slideshow. Right here. Now there's a lot that you can do with Slideshow, but I'm going to stick to the basics for now. I'm going to go from the beginning. I want to do it from the beginning of my slides. I want to see what it looks like. So I click on that once. And there is my presentation. Let me get myself a little bit lower here. Okay. So there's my presentation that I created. To go to the next slide, it's very easy. I just hit the space bar on my computer. If you just click on it, you just click on it with your mouse. You see how the penguin came in from the side? There's that slide that we did with a couple of little things. And there's a street scene. Now to get this animation to work, you click on it again, and the car comes across. So that's a slideshow. Now to get out of the slideshow, very easy. Just press the escape key. Just press the escape key, and there you go. You're back to our regular screen where we were working on. Now, let's go back to slideshow again. And I'm going to go from the beginning. Now you see here on the bottom, you have a little microphone right there. So this is where you can actually record your voice over the slides. So I can record here. This is a presentation of basic PowerPoint things. Then I can go to the next slide by hitting the space bar, and then I can do a narration for this slide. So that's going to play while this slide is showing. And then I can do one with here comes the penguin or whatever I want to say. Click again, I can narrate this slide. So that's how people present pre-recorded PowerPoint presentations. Or you can also just use it as a slideshow in the background. You talk as you're presenting, and then you hit the space bar to go to your next slide and say, well, here is going to be a car appearing. So there you go. So there's several different ways to do that. Let me escape out of the presentation here. Now, you can share it right here. You can share your PowerPoint presentation right there. You can go to present. And what present lets you do, let's click the little arrow here. You can rehearse it with a coach, which I'm not going to get into. You can play from the beginning, which is just like a slideshow, but it's just a present option. You're not going to get the little microphone option and things like that to record over it. You can draw things on here, by the way. And I forgot to show you that before, just by hitting the draw. And you can pick what type of pen. I'm just going to pick a regular pen. And I can draw, not a very good drawer here, but I can draw a star or an arrow. Or while I'm talking, say, draw whatever you want to draw in there. You can use the eraser here and just click the items here and slide over them, and it takes them away. So these are some things that you can do here. For example, you can use this. You can use a pointer, which doesn't really work very well. I really don't like it. And again, in the insert, remember that you have a lot of things that you can insert. They even have icons here that you can pick from that might be appropriate for this situation. And let's say I do a car icon here. Tell it to insert it. And there's that little car icon. I'm still on draw here. You have to be careful with the draw one. You have to turn it off, or else it's going to keep wanting to draw. And let's put the little car there. Again, you can do animations with these icons and so on. Insert, okay. Smart Art has quite a few things there. Always remember the text box. That's the one that you're going to be using over and over again, and the picture one. Over the years, I've found that those are the two that I tend to use the most. But something like Smart Art here, for example. These are pre-made like diagrams and things like that that you can insert and then modify to your needs. I'm going to click on that one, and you see how it inserted text, text, text. If I type, I can actually type the text here. Of course, you can make this bigger or smaller. Once you're through typing, you hit the X on that, and you can make this smaller, bigger, change the shape of it. So that's Smart Art. If you hit delete, by the way, while anything is selected like it is right now, it goes away. So it's an easy way of accomplishing that. But I know a lot of our audience is retired. If you're not, well, PowerPoint is a great way to present things. But even if you're retired, let's say you belong to a club or a group or anything else, you can use PowerPoint to get your ideas across by doing a PowerPoint presentation. Today, most meeting rooms have a smart TV where you can just hook up your computer with an HDMI cable to that smart TV in the presentation room and give your presentation from there. So there's a lot of things that you can do here. And then there's the fun things, like the lady that created that family history in PowerPoint. It took her quite a while. I know she was at it for a few months between scanning photos, putting text, narrating it, and so on. But her family absolutely loved it. I've seen great ones on trains. The guy that did the ones on the World War II fighters and planes that were used there. There's just so much you can do with this. One of the most fun programs around to use. Thank you for watching our video. If you enjoy our video, please like our video below. And please subscribe to our channel. That way you can get regular notifications of when we post new videos and so on. Like always, right in the description section, you will have links to any products, any software, any websites that we mention in that particular video. You will also have a link there to our membership area. We have a membership course that we make available, and please click on the link, take a look. It has an explanation of what the course is about. And again, don't forget to like our video, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.